What's good, T people? This is Denny from TDB, bringing you guys InBetweenIsode number 26. And today, we are going to be tasting some delicious ripe tea. This is a 7 years aged ripe. This is the Mengku ripe from Yunnan sourcing. So thanks, Scott. This is, I think, in the gift bag, and like a beautiful piece from a brick, it looks like, here. And hopefully you guys enjoy this kind of double shot angle. Thought it'd be kind of fun. So let me go ahead and start processing this. But it smells really nice. Whoa! 3D. And I think I'm just going to do 3 big pieces like that. Maybe get a little bit off of one of these, but nothing crazy. Yeah. Same here. Cool. Alright. So, 7 years aged, ripe. Should just be super smooth and balanced. Hoping for that long finish, round flavors, really, really balanced. And I find that when I don't, if I'm not at the end of the bag for a ripe, or if I don't really process a lot of the base material when I start the brew, I'll give it a longer steeping and a longer rinse and agitate it a whole bunch. Really just kind of open it up. You can see a lot of the sediment pouring out, and it's already really nice and dark and viscous. And definitely don't want to drink this yet, and I think I'll even give it another rinse. Looks like it's a little bit clogged at the tip there. No big deal. So, put that in here again. I'll give this a sniff. Really woody, interestingly enough. I mean, all ripe pu-erhs have that woody characteristic, but this is like really woody. It's like really barky, like pine wood forest. But not even that piney, earthy, a little bit like wood, dirt, bark, fall, like composting leaves, a little bit, those kind of vibes. Okay, and again, this is still another rinse. You'll notice now that it is pouring much quicker. I just had a little bit of a clog at the end there. You'll find that with your smaller pots, they will clog more easily. And that is dark as it gets. So this is going to be a flash brew, and this yeashing is really hot now. And my oh my, my teacup will also be really hot. Lots of steam coming out at this point. And just off of that flash brew, you guys saw me do it. The liqueur is crazy dark already. Now that's going to be amplified, and I can demonstrate that by virtue of having a thicker glass, okay? Or a deeper glass, excuse me. So you'll notice that if you pour it into a thinner glass, the liqueur is going to come out much lighter. So, yeah. And my oh my, that's hot. And we're going to drink out of this, why not? Because this will be much cooler. Cheers. Really nice long finish. It's just kind of that super woody flavor going on. Maybe a little bit of like a cool herbal, maybe minty, mentholy, pepperminty kind of vibe. Yeah, definitely kind of a menthol finish. And I have to say, this is probably one of the driest tasting ripes that I've ever had. I'm gonna do this again because this is just too hot to drink right now for me, frankly. I'll just burn myself and ruin the whole experience. So, let's do this again. Cheers. texturally, it's got this kind of almost chalky mouthfeel. It's like when you have Tums. That's a super extreme example of this. So think like 2% of that, but that like kind of bit of mealy texture out of the tea, which provides a really interesting kind of visceral sensation. We're going to toss this and get a second steep going. And again, just right out down and look at how dark that is. My goodness. That's crazy. Hot. Jeez. Let's let this go. I probably didn't drain it long enough last time because that is just pitch black. Alright. Let's smell the taste. It's got that hint of that vanilla cherry thing going on. And you'll notice now how much darker is coming out of the core-wise. So with that, I'm going to expect deeper texture in the mouth and a longer, rounder finish. Yeah, but a little bit of that vanilla vibe, but it's really subtle. I think that the menthol is really strong in this, and I think the woodiness is the most obvious flavor note you'll get. You know, it's just coming out a little bit of this kind of, at the front of it, there's a little bit of this like cherry plum sweetness that you're going to have a typical ripe out of. The beauty of this tea is that it's balanced so beautifully. It's kind of like just ebbing and flowing through a lot of these sort of different flavors, and it comes together really nicely. So there's definitely a little hint of fruit in there, a little bit of sort of plum, dark stone fruits. And then there is this whole range of kind of this menthol cooling herbal thing going on. Overarching all of it is this deep, earthy, almost foresty flavor. Really nice. Really, really nice. And it's definitely now fitting more as well, getting that in conjunction with that cherry, kind of the vanilla. Almost a little bit of hint of a bitterness because this is so thick. So next time I will use less leaf, but I think that actually this will evolve and be even different in steeps 7, 8, and 9. I think will be another phase of this tea by virtue of it being so thick here. So looking forward to drinking that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this in-depth review of the 7-year aged Mengku ripe. Check this out, Yunnan sourcing, and this is a great tea. Really interesting. I think it's a kind of a classic ripe, but it has a lot going on inside of it. So pleasure to drink. Thanks again, Scott. Looking forward to connecting soon, and you guys will see more from that coming up, which we have yet to talk about on the show, I think. So hush hush. And as always, check us out on tdb.org. We have tons of video content, reviews, and subscribe down below. And until next time, guys, cheers.